Precision quality mindset, a mindset shift of learning how to do things properly.
My name is Mamavi Owusu-Aboagye. Thanks for choosing us. This is Joy News, independent, fearless and credible. The leadership of the governing New Patriotic Party has ordered its members of parliament to abstain from the censure vote against Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta, describing the minority-led action as ill-intended. The minority last month filed the vote on censure against the minister on grounds of conflict of interest and financial recklessness leading to the current economic crisis. Later today, the NDC leadership in parliament will begin the process of what they hope will culminate in the removal of Ken Ofori-Atta. But will they achieve this quest, or will it be an exercise in futility? This morning, this News Desk report.
We have the power to use 183 MPs to impeach him. So 137 plus 137, let's go inside. The opportunity will be given to them, then we sack him.
The minority filed the motion after 80 NPP MPs, in an unprecedented move, called for the sack of the finance minister to restore hope to the financial sector.
We are by this medium communicating our strong desire that the President change the Minister of Finance and the Minister of State in the Finance Ministry without further delay.
Perhaps emboldened by the unexpected action of the aggrieved majority MPs, Minority Leader Haruna Idrisu called on them to send a strong signal to the government by endorsing the censure vote.
And I'm aware that there are reasonable people opposite the aisle who share our position but are afraid to be seen offending the president.
The motion for the vote of censure was filed 14 days ago and elapses today, paving the way for the exercise. Per Article 82 of the Constitution, at least 2/3 of all MPs are required to vote to pass a resolution, which in essence would be a vote of no confidence in the minister. But even before he shows up in the House to put up his defense, Ken Ofori-Atta has assured he can turn the economy around.
You have a finance minister who has gone through all the pains and aches, and nobody can really come and say you don't understand what we are doing. The question is, what resources do we have and how are we going to deploy them?
But the minority's hopes of getting some of their colleagues on the other side to join their action may be dashed, as the governing NPP has ordered the majority MPs not to participate in today's vote. Justin Kodia is General Secretary.
How can you unilaterally go and take a decision and you are expecting our members of parliament to come and support you? That's like shooting ourselves in the foot. Those issues that have been raised by the NDC, we believe that ill-motivated and is a self-centered motion paper.
NPP General Secretary Justin Kodia ending that News Desk report. Meanwhile, the minority MPs say they will turn the heat on President Akufo-Addo if he refuses to execute a successful censure vote. Minority Chief Whip Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak has been speaking to Joy News.
Every president will know if 2/3 of parliament says remove this minister and you choose not to remove the minister, you know what it means. Parliament will not receive that minister. And it could lead to you yourself, President, going to vote of, process to remove you.
Minority Chief Whip of Parliament Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak. The Ghana Statistical Service is debunking claims about underreporting of inflation figures. This follows concerns that the current 40.4% rate put out by the service could be hovering around 50% instead. Moments after the announcement, Minority spokesperson on finance, Dr. Kesa Latofo-Singh, had this to say.
It's so scary. The question I ask myself is, this is Ghana Statistical Service speaking, the official state institution that is supposed to measure inflation. They've come out to tell us that inflation is 40.4%. What about the unofficial rate?
Well, head of price statistics at the Ghana Statistical Service, Foster Ajaho, insists the figures are accurate.
Well, it is an opinion that we cannot take away from people, but the reality is that the rate is 40.4. Don't forget, computing inflation takes into consideration averages.
And that's head of price statistics at the Ghana Statistical Service, Foster Ajaho. Well, the Dean of the University of Cape Coast School of Business, Professor John Gachi, has shut down claims by the Agriculture Minister, Dr. Owusu-Aboagye, that he has received reports some traders are engaged in excessive profiteering.
Some are saying it's the market women who are making supernormal profits. Some are saying it's traders. But I definitely know with this analysis that it's not transportation. It's something that has to be investigated.
So that's the view of the minister. Well, some market women have denied the claim, saying transportation costs and others are causing prices of food to go up.
So
it's transportation?
I'm sure.
No, so for you, what has gone into moving from 14 to 60 Ghana cedis?
You see, the way they have increased the fuel is the cost.
Well, the Dean of the University of Cape Coast Business School, Professor John Gachi, is supporting the view of the traders.
Market women or the traders are just rational traders who are factoring into their pricing the development surrounding what they do in terms of the input costs, in terms of transportation, etc. So I would rather think that the traders are just rational market women. I'm not sure what the minister is saying is rational.
And that's Professor John Gachi. Well, government has expressed preparedness to engage the 3 striking teacher unions on their concerns as the National Labour Commission directs them to call off their strike. Since the start of the week, academic activities have grounded to a halt as NAT, NAGRAT and concerned teachers say the appointment of Dr. Eric Nkansa as Director General and the extension of the stay of the Deputy Director General of the Ghana Education Service will spell doom for the education sector.
The commission saw reason that they had something that they could complain of, but they have to engage with the ministry. So they have been given 1 week to engage with government on the 2 issues that they raised.
Here's Deputy Minister of Employment and Labour Relations.
So we, the government side, will go from here and engage them and report back a week today, that's the 16th of November 2022. As a government who respects rule of law, we only wrote to Labour Commission that has mandate to be intervening in such impasse.
And that's Bright Reko Brobe to Tech Thursday now. In emergencies like fire outbreaks, some people are sometimes unable to vividly describe the problem over a phone call. Again, they have difficulty describing the precise location or direction of the site over the phone. Fortunately, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology students Jude Selassie Kwashi and Genevieve Annan have developed an app dubbed Call Away to provide a live feed or capture an emergency call up for technical assistance. Later, we'll bring you Kwesi Deborah's full report for Tech Thursday. Meanwhile, the Multimedia Group Limited and the Design Technology Institute have teamed up to challenge artisans and craftsmen to improve the quality of their goods and services through precision quality. It follows heightened concerns about the increasingly substandard and unsatisfactory quality of goods and services in recent times. There's more in this report by Lois Tay, read to you.
From welding to coding, precision quality is needed everywhere. This means that the production of goods and services rendered must be done with precision and a quality mindset in order to meet global standards. This is what the Design Technology Institute, in partnership with Multimedia Group Limited, seeks to achieve.
To begin a 6-month advocacy around the need for Ghanaians to have a precision quality mindset, a mindset shift of learning how to do things properly. And this cuts across all goods and services.
General Manager Abdullahi Audu of Multimedia assured all stakeholders of the company's commitment to the precision quality project.
We will really push, because for us it is important that if we have to take our place, in the world as a country, we have to just up our game. Once we get precision right, we'll be up there.
That reports by Lois Tay, read to you. And that's how we end the news at 6. Our top headline story: leadership of governing New Patriotic Party orders majority MPs to abstain from censure vote against Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta as it describes the minority-led action as ill-intended. There's more news on myjoyonline.com. My name is